All right, guys, so we are going to jump right into this eyeshadow tutorial. This is a look I did with the Morphe Artistry Palette. I really enjoy doing this look, kind of creating a tie-dye rainbow is what I wanted to do with this particular look, using a lot of colors out of the palette. You can see right off the pigmentation of the different colors. They went on beautifully. They blended beautifully. I had no issues with this particular palette, except for the yellows and the oranges. And we're going to kind of get in that once the video starts to progress. Right now, going in with that blue from the palette, blending on, blending on. Make sure that everything is blended right. I really had a lot of fun creating this look. It was really easy, really chill. You can see just the colors kind of coming together, the way that they're blending. Like, I wanted this to be super colorful. This was one of the Pride looks that I did. And like I said, I just really wanted to put a lot of color and show the pigmentation of this particular palette. So just going in, trying to just kind of cut some of the other colors just to put in more color and kind of create that tie-dye effect. And I'll tell you now, I had issues with my tear duct. My tear duct was acting crazy on this video. I was barely able to get good pictures, but I was like, no, I did this look. It took me a long time to do this look. So I wanted to make sure that I put it out, and hopefully you guys enjoy the video. So this is the orange that I was talking about. So you can see it's going on. It's not like a pigment. So, you know, anytime you have orange, even if you set it with the proper base, and by the way, that is the P. Louise base that I'm using right now. Even if you set it with the proper base, sometimes the colors just still don't come out vibrant. And I know some people will put it on and it just comes out vibrant right off the bat, but no, like I had to like really pack and blend this orange, pack and blend, pack and blend, pack and blend, because it was not filling me. It did not want to be on. And then you can also see the yellow next to it. That's a yellow, but to me it kind of looks lime green. And I didn't even blend that with that green on the side, so I know that it's not a carry on from that. It just didn't come out as a vibrant yellow. For some reason, yellows and oranges do not come out good on my eye. So if you guys have some tips and tricks that you know of that I can use when it comes to putting on the eyeshadow and making those oranges and those yellows pop, please leave me a comment below. I am definitely looking for a different way to do that, because I want to do a yellow look. I want to do a yellow eye, but I can't do a yellow eye if I can't get the proper way to put it on. Maybe I need to start using pigments. I was listening to a YouTube live. I forget her name, but she was really good, and she was saying she uses pigments. So maybe I'll try to use a pigment, but I just feel like, I mean, I have all these palettes. I want to be able to use my palettes instead of having to go out and buy more pigments. But anyway, so just getting back to the video right now, I'm just kind of cutting it in with some red. Just trying to make it, like I said, stand out, look bright, look nice. So that's what I'm kind of doing right now. So now I'm just blending it out, everything that I did with that particular corner there. And I did go into my other corner. As you can see, my other eye was finished as well, but I went in with that on my other eye as well to go ahead and complete the look with the cut to add the orange. Now just kind of cleaning it up, getting it ready for eyelashes and eyeliner. Oh, let's talk eyeliner. It is the worst to do your eyeshadow and then mess up on your eyeliner. And that is something that I definitely did on this look. I was not happy about it, but it happens. Everybody has a bad eyeliner day, but don't let it ruin your day. I just kept going. You see there, the liner is on. I went ahead and applied the lashes off camera and just gonna go in with my foundation routine. That is the Rihanna Soft Matte Primer that I put on first. And I had already moisturized my face. I used the Cetaphil lotion to moisturize my face. Then go in with the Rihanna Soft Matte Primer. And then that last primer coat that I put on is the Never Touch Up from NYX. And I really like the way it closes my pores. So right now I am going in with my foundation mix. If you watch my other videos, you know that my favorite foundation mix is the Fenty 430 mixed with the MAC NW50. That just kind of creates this nice rich chocolate look with the red undertones because there's a red undertone to my skin. I tried to use the Fenty 450 because it was a little lighter, but I just didn't like the way that it blended into my skin. I'd rather be a little bit more chocolate than a little lighter. That's just my personal preference. So that's my foundation mix. So I'm just going in with that flat tip brush to go ahead and blend in the foundation, kind of getting it right, pressing it in. Everybody has their own method when it comes to the brush, how they apply. Some people just push in, some people slide down, some people do both. I think I'm just a fan of both. All of it works, so we just want to make sure that everything is blended in. That's the most important part, is that you get all those spots and make sure the foundation is even. So that's what I'm doing right now, just trying to make sure that the foundation is even and it is coated on all parts of my face and my neck. Now I'm going in with the Beauty Blender. Anytime I do my foundation with the brush, I always go back in with the Beauty Blender. That's just something that I like to do. For me, it gives me more of like a seamless look. It takes away all that excess. People always tell me, I love your makeup. It doesn't look cakey. And I think a big reason why my makeup is not cakey is because I do go back in with that sponge to clear off all that excess and put it into my pores. All right, so now I am going in with the Fenty 430. Typically I mix my concealers, but for this look I just wanted to go ahead and use one just to kind of go ahead and create the look. So that's what I did. I went ahead and went in with this Fenty 460. You'll see it has a lot of rich pigmentation. Usually I use the Fenty 430 on my eyes if I'm gonna set my eye base, but since I have the P. Louise now, typically now I'll use the P. Louise instead of using my Fenty and then using the setting powder from Benai. So making my little tribal conquest there. And now going back in with the Beauty Blender. Sometimes I use the Beauty Blender, and then I also have a concealer brush that I'll use sometimes. It depends on how precise I want to be with the look. If I want to be more precise, I'll use the brush. But for now, for the sake of this particular look, it was more about the eyeshadow, so I just wanted to go ahead and do a foundation look really for it. So that is why I'm just going in with the Beauty Blender. This isn't like a tough beat. This is just more like a simple beat that I wanted to go to complement the eyeshadow look. And you can see there my tear duct right now that it's already acting crazy. Like my eyes were watering. So of course, you know, if you've done eyeshadow, if your eyes start watering, it's the devil. All it's going to do is make you crazy, and you'll have to keep reapplying at that point. Or you can just say, forget it, I give up and I don't want to do this. But I just wanted to, I had spent so much time on the look. I was like, I'm just going to continue on with it. There's nothing that I can do about it but go back in with more of the pigment once I'm done. So now I'm just contouring my face. I use the Anastasia Beverley Hills Contour Palette. And I use the deepest color in that particular contour palette. It's the medium deep palette. So I'm just blending that in, blending, making sure that that all goes into my highlight. Contouring my nose. I don't always contour my nose. My nose is oily, so even if I do a contour, by 2 hours later, my nose is already starting to shine. So it doesn't matter which primer I use the Becca primer, the mattifying setting spray. It doesn't matter. My nose, my T-zone is super oily, and I've just embraced it. So I don't always contour my nose, but I wanted to in this particular video, so I did. Looks good, looks good. Go ahead and wipe off that excess. That is the benign powder that I use for setting. So and then I use the NYX pressed powder for a finishing powder in mahogany. So just going ahead and setting all those liquid products, making sure that everything is good before I go in with anything else. And applying right now to my waterline. That's just this opaque pink that I'm going for with this one. Or was this honestly, no, this is black that I'm going in with, just to kind of make the rest of the colors pop. And that is my margin from MAC that I'm using on my cheeks as a blush. You'll see it's a nice soft pink, and I really like it. It really blends into my skin well. And now I'm going in with the Artistry Couture highlight from Jackie Aina in the color LeBron's. That's one of my favorite highlighters. It's my tried and true. It's a highlighter that as long as I have it, I'm going to continue to use it until it runs out. But I really, really love that highlight. You'll see the shine on it. And I will go ahead and I like to blend that in. I like for it to be a little bit harsh when it first comes off, and I'm gonna go ahead and blend it in so it melds into my skin and gives me this nice glowy look. I love a glow. I love a highlight. If you mad at the highlight, too bad. Too bad, so sad. And you can see that I've already off camera applied that under eye. I went in with pretty much the same colors from dark to light into my inner tear duct. And this is the finished look, guys. You'll see that I did go back in and fix that corner crease, and we are good to go. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you're back for my next video tutorial. And have a great week. I can't wait to see you guys again.